Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
Hooray! It is nice to be with you in the new year. And I know a lot of you are wondering already why I am not in the studio. Okay, it is our practice at the beginning of every year to move closer to you, our consumers and esteemed viewers. It is a practical edition because we are right on the streets to feel the pulse of consumers of goods and services on your expectations from the Standards Organization of Nigeria this year. We are glad that you are a part of Africa's authoritative program on television on product safety and quality. And as always, accept the best wishes of the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Bolma Esquire, management and hardworking staff of the SON. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. Last year was characterized by lots of activities ranging from sensitization, enforcement of standards that led to several seizures of fake and substandard products, human and quality infrastructural development, and factory inspection. All of these activities were geared towards promoting standardization and quality assurance in the country. It is the beginning of another year, and we know that Nigerians, especially consumers of goods, are filled with lots and lots of expectations from the Standards Organization of Nigeria. A cross-section of some Nigerians spoke to Standard and You on what they expect from the agency in the new year. Please take a listen.
My expectation is that for them to do more and continue with their good work in this country.
They should be able to work harder and make sure that all these goods that are coming in through the back door that are not well taken care of should be taken care of.
Most times I hear some adverts and I hear some products say, oh, we have gotten so code from Clinical ISO. I don't know whether they are the ones issuing an ISO code, something like that. So I know it's something that companies look out for. So they should be sure that those that are getting the code are those that are actually worth it.
For them to checkmate bad products that are not good, and they should just flush it out.
But I think they've actually been doing well, I think, my own opinion, but they can actually improve. I don't know where exactly, but I think they can actually improve. But if you ask me, I think they've been fair enough.
We need more awareness to the public to know their functions, their roles in the society for the benefit of the citizens.
The Bible says to whom much is given, much is expected. I believe that with the motivation and incentives by the government, they should be able to do better and achieve a greater height in the coming year.
This market is one of the thousands of commercial spots across the country, where a variety of goods are sold and purchased by consumers. These goods are either produced locally or imported into Nigeria from other parts of the world. Like in other global markets, it is the expectation of consumers that products purchased from any market in the country serve the need for which it is purchased, provides value for the money spent on it. However, investigations by the Standards Organization of Nigeria reveal that most of these goods are substandard or fake. The SON has evolved and deployed measures to remove these bad products from the shelves and ensure that Nigerians get value for their money.
We were able to ensure the enforcement of standards, especially where it has to do with life-endangering products like cylinders, cable, among others. And this year we destroy a lot of cylinders, cables worth millions and millions of naira. With God on our side, I'm sure the message has been passed down through the awareness we've had in Port Harcourt, in Lagos, I think 2 times in Lagos. In the north also, we had a lot of awareness, and we have gone to some market to sensitize them on why they should not bring in substandard products. And in a way, we have a lot of cooperations from some of these associations, and I think they are getting the message.
This is in addition to its primary role of standard elaboration and provision of technical support to industries, especially small and medium enterprises known as SMEs. For most consumers, the SON's efforts at tackling the menace of substandard products are quite impressive and commendable.
The activities of the Standard Organization of Nigeria have been quite impactful in 2019. We have seen the kind of engagement they had with those who are engaged in the nefarious activities of importing or producing substandard products. And this has helped to limit the kind of damage that these negative activities have been having on the Nigerian economy, particularly on the Nigerian industrial sector. Because across the country, we had challenges in 2019 with respect to those who are importing substandard products and those who also produce substandard products. And we are aware that across the country, the SON has been doing its best within the limit of the resources available to it to tackle this problem. And this is something that those of us in the private sector also appreciate immensely.
Adequate funding and positioning of the agency at strategic locations such as points of entry to help officials of the agency check the importation and distribution of these bad products into Nigeria will help to reduce the influx and spread of fake and substandard products into Nigeria.
Substandard products have a way of creating competitiveness problems for those who are investors in the industrial sector. They have a way of creating problems with brand image and all of that for industrialists in the economy. So the intervention of the SON and the activities of the SON has helped to minimize the kind of damage that this is doing, or these activities were doing to the Nigerian industrial sector, particularly to manufacturers and in particular the small businesses. Otherwise, a lot more damage will have been done if not for the proactive activities and engagement of the Standard Organization of Nigeria, either in preempting or in intercepting or taking all sorts of actions, also through intelligence, to ensure that these bad products, these substandard products, do not gain access into the Nigerian market. So it creates a better environment for those who are producing within the country. It's protecting them against the negative activities of smugglers and producers of substandard products. So the impact on small businesses, especially in the manufacturing sector, has been quite positive.
No doubt, the SON has done so much to ensure the growth of the nation's industrial sector and committed resources to provide local industries with technical support, especially in 2019. This has continued to yield positive results as attested to by some operators in the industry?
SOM for us is a must do, because if you want to stay on top of your game, quality assurance has to be the watchword. Little doubt, you could see in front of you, our company has just been presented with the Company of the Year, Akwa Ibom State Company of the Year 2019. It's all about processes, it's all about quality, nothing more. The Company of the Year, and by implication, I'm the CEO of the year 2019. So, if you look at it, whichever way you are looking at it, apart from the Naira and Kobo, that is going to attract, because people are likely to come to you when they are assured of the quality of your product. The other thing again is that the society is also recognizing you for service delivery, and that is why we want to continue in that line, and we will not rest on our words. We continue to improve on our processes and procedure by the day.
The organization is doing wonders in this country, and I must commend them at this junction that I'm so happy with what they are doing. Without these people, if you don't work with them, whatever you are manufacturing, it's not of good taste. How did they come about this standard? They sat down, they invited customers, they invited everybody to come and say, what are the conditions, what are the qualities of what you want? We sat down, they sat down with CAMAN, Cable Manufacturer Association, to come up with a standard for all cable manufacturers in Nigeria. Also, they go to paint industry to come up with standard. They go to all textile industry to come up with standard they should use. So, for anybody that is in CAMAN Group, Cable Manufacturer Association Group, of which I'm a member, I must obey all the regulations, all the standard laid down by a standard organization. Without it, everybody will just be doing whatever he likes. And I want to tell you that the SON coming here every quarter to come and test, give quality assurance to my product is another encouraging something. It brings compatibility, it brings safety and all other things. They are saving us, they are also saving the buyers. If you produce bad products for them, it's not good. And that is one of the things. They are doing a lot of wonderful jobs in Nigeria, and I must commend them.
Obviously impressed with the SON's commitment to reposition local industries for improved efficiency in a global competitive market, some local manufacturers are optimistic that such technical support will not only be sustained but enhanced to engender a culture of quality in the industry.
We want to also request you to kindly continue to support us and also bear with us. We wish you a happy and prosperous New Year.
This season, a lot of purchases are made in the market. Urge Nigerians, before you buy anything, look well. Happy New Year.
We're enjoying to keep watching Standards and You because it's packed with information that will improve life, help you improve life through Standards. We wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in 2020. Enjoy your year.
You just heard some Nigerians bear their minds on their expectations from the SON. My colleague Alimoto Sifo saw how prepared they are to live up to the expectation of consumers as part of their primary assignment to deliver on the mandate of the agency.
Thank you, Ifoma. Hello, viewers. And yes, Standard and You spoke to some members of staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria who pledged better service delivery to manufacturers, importers, and consumers of products. Take a listen. These are men and women of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, saddled with the task of elaborating and enforcing standards for goods and services in the country. For more than 5 decades since this was established, the agency has championed the promotion of standardization and quality assurance aimed at protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products. It's a daunting task, no doubt, but one that these officials of the agency have continued to demonstrate commitment to improving lives through standards.
I will passionately discharge my duties. I will be more committed in year 2020 to enforce the mandate of SON, which is standardization and quality assurance. And in Post and Border, we are more involved in quality assurance. That is ensuring that products that are imported into the country are of good quality.
This year, 2020, our consumers should be expecting better services, more enforcement activities, more surveillance activities, and zero tolerance of some standard products.
That we carry out thorough enforcement activity for the organization. We will ensure zero tolerance to substandard products and more market surveillance to get rid of any substandard products.
Substandard products will not be accepted. Imported substandard products that comes through us will not be accepted. Live endangered products will not be accepted.
Despite the milestones in 2019, officials of the agency believe that a lot can be done to succeed in the war against fake and substandard products.
Check the percentage of substandard products in our markets. We cannot say we've taken all out, but over time, we've succeeded in reducing it to the barest minimum. There are still areas where you find one thing here and there, but it's not because SON has not done what is expected of it, but because we have a lot of concerns or businessmen within the country who would always try one sharp practice or another. But the more you think of how to change the system, the more SON will also continue to look out for means through which to ensure that only quality products go into our market.
For officials of the agency, the ultimate goal of the various measures is to empower consumers to make the right choice when it comes to standards.
The product authentication mark has been an area that the organization has put in so much about. That is to help the end user, the consumers in the country, ensure that whatever product they are buying within the country, they buy a product that is worthy of their money and also highly qualitative. It is to come with some features that will enable you confirm the authenticity of the product you're buying. There are also going to be numbers through which you can call and confirm, or from your phone. All you need to do is just dial the number and then the barcode. From there, you can scan it on your own and then you'll be able to confirm that, okay, this product is genuine. It will not only show you the genuineness, it will show you the original manufacturer, the date of its expiration, and many other features that you will get to know in due course when we fully launch the product.
Happy New Year. Na, 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 na. December is over, the old year has passed.
The DG, the management, staff of SON, all our friends out there, all those who love quality and promote quality, we wish you a quality Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello, my name is Ega Ijachi, a compliance officer with Standard Organization of Nigeria. Keep watching Standard IU. Don't touch that dial.
If you're one of those concrete pole manufacturers who still engage in unfair trade practice, you are advised to desist from such illegal acts. This is because the Director General of the SON says anyone caught will face the wrath of the law. He gave this warning in Owerri, Imo State, at a forum where he was represented by the agency's state coordinator, Engineer Rose Madaki. The SON boss says it's been observed that some greedy manufacturers use 32.5 grade of cement instead of 42.5 grade specified in the standard, and 10 mm as reinforcement bar for high tension mold instead of 12 mm.
Welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. It's a brand new edition in a brand new month and of course a brand new year 2020. I'm so excited to have you watching the program. All over the world, manufacturers try to increase the sale of their products in each and every possible way. This is to achieve the main objective of profit maximization. More often than not, some producers of goods do not take into cognizance the interest of consumers by exploiting them. Very often, a consumer does not get the right goods and services because he is often left with the option of making the right choice in a market of good, fake, and substandard products. So, how do you avoid being cheated? The answer is knowing your moral and legal entitlements. In other words, consumer rights. Yes, right to safety. While it is essential for manufacturers to obey the rules related to the safety of consumers, the consumer can demand a ban on the sale of goods injurious to health, like harmful food products, inferior medicines, and electrical appliances without safety devices. Right to choose. If a product is produced by more than one manufacturer, then the consumer has the right to inspect the products of various manufacturers so that he may purchase a product of good quality at an appropriate price after making comparative study. Right to information. You can demand for any information about the quality, price, contents of any products and have access to manufacturing date, expiry date, address of manufacturer, directions, and more. Right to redress. You have the right to notify the manufacturer or seller of any defects found in the goods purchased by you. When they do not address your complaints, you can approach the concerned authorities and seek redress. Right to consumer education. It's a lifelong responsibility which educates you with information on products and services to enable you make informed decisions during purchase. It's important for you to know your rights because an enlightened consumer is an empowered consumer. Standards Organization of Nigeria is one government agency committed towards that. Report to us whenever you're denied consumer rights or value for your money. And that concludes this week's episode of the program Standard and You. Let's do this again, same time, same station next week. But before then, remember, you can send in your messages to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Bye for now.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live. Buy original. You should know